The following is a special presentation of the Simulation Football League.
Stadium history, the Renegades host a snow day. This is Renegade Radio 105.3 FM. Lock it in and shoot the knob off, and are you feeling lucky? The OKC Renegades trying to turn a 3-game slide around as they host the 2-1 Honolulu Legends here on the SFL Network on Twitch. Actually 4 inches on the ground here at OKC, pushed to the sidelines. The snow is clearing out. We're getting the last little bit of it as it moves to the south and to the east. Let's head down to the field for the coin toss and see if the Legends, the sunny Legends, can handle the frigid temperatures.
It is heads. We'll take the ball. The Renegades have won the toss and select to receive.
Honolulu will kick off to begin the game. We're underway from Transcorp Stadium. From the 8, Oklahoma City on the return up to the 28-yard line. First and 10 from the 28. If you're still having some issues with the bit rate, I would be glad to turn it down. We've got a doubleheader tomorrow. I can tweak it a little slightly, still without losing picture quality, so please let me know. First and 10 of the 28, and 3 wide receivers. Brewski will take the handoff around the left-hand side and pick up 2 yards. Brings up second down and 8. So your weather today as we get underway, 24 degrees, light snow. It is truly a snow day here in OKC. Lots of snow to the Oklahoma area and surrounding states, including North Texas, where Dallas has been experiencing some colder than usual weather as well. A second and 8 here for OKC. They hand it off to Brewski, and he won't get anything. Brings up a third down and 8, tackle made by Larry Henderson. Big number 99, 6'6", 350 pounds. Guy needs to lose some weight, but the Legends certainly don't want him to as he clogs up the middle. Third down and long now for OKC. 2 runs, 2 yards for Pete Brewski to start the ball game. 4 wide receivers, 2 to either side for Redfeather, who changes the play at the line of scrimmage. 15 on the play clock, and Redfeather will drop to throw. Will step on the pocket, swing it outside. The pass is caught, but short of the first down. That is Johnny Bierme on the outside. The rookie receiver being guarded by Gold Star corner June Fierro. It's 4th down and 3. And the struggling Renegade offense goes 3 and out on their first series, and we'll have to punt. So the Renegades have to kick it away. Honolulu in the road black helmets, yellow jerseys, black pants, black numbers, yellow trim. Oklahoma City in the copper helmets, green jerseys, the copper pants with the golden yellow numbers, brown and white trim as Honolulu returns up to the 32-yard line. While Oklahoma City's offense has struggled during their 3-game losing streak, their defense may have struggled more, giving up 35 points a game this year, 467 total yards of offense, 361.5 through the air, 105.5 on the ground. Kevin Walker's going to start the game, an empty backfield shotgun as all over the place. Oklahoma City's defense is shifting as Walker drops to throw. He'll swing it outside. The pass is caught to Lawrence Kirkland at midfield. Some miscommunication. It looked like by the corners of Oklahoma City, Michael went sprinting all the way to the other side of the field to guard Iba, and then Kirkland was able to break free on the left side. First down for the Legends. First move of the chains for either team of the day, 1st and 10. First and 10 at midfield. 3 receivers and a guy in the backfield. That's Christ. Christ will take the carry up the middle and will pick up 2. Brings up 2nd down and 8. The Oklahoma City Renegade defense is led by inside linebacker Adam Stackhouse, number 51. The cornerback is number 24, Cam Michael. Strong safety, number 49, Tank Savage. Free safety, number 45, Billy Joe Casper. As Walker comes up to the line under center for the first time check that in the shotgun. 2nd and 8 from the Renegade 48-yard line. Iba bottom of the screen and Kirkland top of the screen with Christ to his right. And Walker will go play action and back to throw. All kinds of time, dumps it short to Christ. And Christ is hit hard by the defensive tackle who got off his block to make the play. Excellent job of the Renegade defense, holding that play to just a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 6. Third down and 6 from the 46-yard line for Honolulu. Receivers in an I formation. Play action again from Walker. Blitz coming from the backside. The pass is deep, and it is intercepted at the 25-yard line. Pass thrown just a little bit too deep. And Oklahoma City's Kevin Lane comes up with the first forced turnover of the game. First down, Renegades. Beautiful job by Lane to keep his focus with the diving receiver coming right into his picture. 1st and 10 of the 25 for OKC following the Kevin Walker interception. Walker, up to this point, has now thrown 6 interceptions to 7 touchdowns. And Red Feather will drop the throw on a 1st and 10. Red Feather down the middle of the field. That pass is dropped and incomplete. No pressure really on Red Feather and a good throw down the field. I believe that was Bierme who dropped the pass. And the Renegades have had some drop balls this year that have cost them.
2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 of the 25.
Watch the counter! Watch the counter! Rhino! Wait!
Red Feather back to pass, and he's going down the field again. It's picked off. That is June Fierro, his first interception as a rookie. Red Feather, one of the rare quarterbacks to actually try to test him. No, check that. Nathaniel Grayson stepped up from the free safety position and jumped the route. Pass again intended for Johnny Bierme, and Joseph Red Feather gives it right back. And the Legends are now in scoring position at the Renegade 23. And that is Red Feather's 7th interception of the year. The first 7 quarters of the season, he did not have a single pick. And Red Feather has slid down in his production over the past couple of weeks. Walker back to throw on a 1st and 10. He'll check it down. On the right-hand side, the pass is caught, but only a 2-yard gain. Kevin Lane on the tackle just had the interception. Christ on the catch, his 2nd of the game. It's 2nd and 8. The Legend defense, or I'm sorry, the Legend offense includes quarterback number 9, Kevin Walker. Running back number 33, Noel Christ. Receivers are number 13, Yuya Iba, number 43, Lawrence Kirkland, and the tight end is number 84, Rex Norton. 9 minutes to go in the first quarter, 2nd and 8 from the 21. Ball on the right hash mark, handoff Christ. For the left-hand side, Christ past the 10, past the 5. No, Christ scores. Touchdown, Legends. Noel Christ on one of his first carries of the day. Picks up some good blocking around the left-hand side. And the Legends strike first here at Snowy Transcorp. Honolulu capitalizing off the turnover. And the Legends, who are trying to get to 3-1, I believe for the first time in franchise history, is on the board first. And the extra point for the Legends is good. 8:54 to go in the first quarter. Honolulu 7, OKC nothing. Oklahoma City returns up to the 31. And the Renegades offense will go back to work. Led by quarterback number 12, Joseph Redfeather, number 34, running back Pete Brewski. Wide receivers are number 84, Johnny Bierme, number 81, Chris Taylor. And the tight end is number 89, Tiberius Bovine, who's 5th in the league in receiving yards. Toss play out to Brewski, and Brewski picks up a solid 6-yard gain. Tackle made by Sebastian Brock on the outside. 2nd and 4 for the Renegades. The OKC Renegades had a promotion today that if you wear your cap backwards and wear your shirt inside out, you get food and beverages half off around Transcorp Stadium. A lucky winner will win an autographed jersey signed by the 3Bs, Brewski, Bovine, and Bierme. 2nd and 4, handoff to Brewski. He's got a Renegade first down up to the 42-yard line. A breath of fresh air there as Brewski moves the chains. First down and 10 from the 42. OKC off to a sluggish start. The offense averages just 7th best in the league, 26.3 points per game. Brewski takes the handoff, a 2-yard advantage around the left-hand side, and Sebastian Brock is there again on the tackle. I'd like to thank those who are in the chat today. Aminda Lotha, Big Willie 54, OKC Renegades, Ramos Lynn, Sanford 010, TJ Cag SFL, T Paternity, and many others who will be here throughout the day. Thanks for supporting the Simulation Football League. We have some big things planned. We are so excited to announce those details as the season rolls on. Stay tuned. 4 receivers set. Redfeather going deep down the field. The pass is incomplete. In and out of the hands. Nathaniel Grayson on the coverage. And it brings up 3rd and 8. And OKC just cannot find the connection in the passing game. Bringing in Joseph Redfeather in the offseason, they really thought they were going to be a better passing team. That hasn't been the case. 254 passing yards per game is 6th best in the league, only in front of Orlando and San Francisco. 3rd down and 8 from the 43 as Redfeather drops to throw, and it's overthrown and picked off and returned all the way back to the 48-yard line. Redfeather, a poor ball. And June Fierro, this time, he gets his first of his rookie career. Just a poorly thrown ball from Joseph Redfeather into double coverage. Trying to force the ball into Johnny Bierme. It's a bad matchup. A Bronze Star against a Gold Star, and Oklahoma City, their slump continuing offensively as Honolulu takes over at their own 48. Great field position. So I formation for Kevin Walker and the Legends, who have all the momentum here early on in this game, and they will hand it off to Christ around the left-hand side, and he is stood up at the line of scrimmage, no gain. I believe they scored on a similar play on the last drive. Stackhouse on the tackle brings up 2nd and 10. Second down and 10 of the 48, 2 receivers, 1 to either side. And Walker will drop the pass. A 3-step drop, he swings it short. Pass caught by Norton, and Norton's got a first down. Ridden out of bounds at the 42 of OKC, and Honolulu is on the move again. The Legends 2-1, their only loss to Baltimore. They had a chance to win that game, down 34-28, had the ball in the final minutes, and just couldn't pull it out. Ended up losing that by 9. Halfway through the first quarter, all Legends so far. I formation with Iba to the top of the screen. And Walker will drop to throw. Walker steps up in the pocket, fires short. Pass caught by Norton, all alone, gets another first down to the 31-yard line of OKC. And Rex Norton now has a couple of catches. Norton had a big game a couple of weeks ago at 100 yards receiving overall in the season. He has 12 catches for 199 yards and a score on 15 targets. There's a look at Stackhouse, who is second all-time in the league in tackles with 214, 19 behind Stephen Lambert. 1st and 10 for the Renegade 31, and Walker's pass to the outside is off the hands of the intended receiver and incomplete. That was the backup tight end. And that ends a streak of about 3 or 4 consecutive completions for Walker, 3rd down. .42 yards and a pick so far from Walker. Both defenses active early. Honolulu's defense giving up just 25 points per game. That is 2nd best in the league, only behind San Francisco. Second down in scoring position as Walker drops to throw. He swings it out short, pass caught by Iba, but quick pursuit by Cam Michael leaves it just a 3-yard gain to bring up a 3rd and long for the Legends. Under 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Don't forget a doubleheader tomorrow, a very intriguing matchup as the Cleveland Vipers take on the New York Knights in the first game of the doubleheader. 2 1-3 teams trying to dig themselves back into playoff positioning. Then at 6 p.m. Central, it's the game of the week between Minneapolis and San Francisco. The pass down the field is caught again by Norton to the 11-yard line. A first down, Legends, 3 catches on this drive for Rex Norton. June Fierro and Nathaniel Grayson already with interceptions in this first quarter. And the Legends are driving again. In the red zone, this was a 25-point question in the Pick'em Challenge today. Honolulu, 78% on the season. Number 1 in the league, or 75% rather. Oklahoma City's red zone defense is dead last. And the handoff to Christ. He will nearly score, gets down all the way to the goal line. 1st and goal, Honolulu, a burst of speed up the middle for Noel Christ, and there was nobody around to make the play for OKC. Finally, Billy Joe Casper and I believe Tank Savage combined to make the stop. 1st and goal at the 1. Oklahoma City, not a team that is typical of slow starts. I formation with Iba to the bottom of the formation. They fake the handoff to the fullback. Walker is sacked back at the 5. Had Christ open but couldn't get it out in time. 2nd and goal, and OKC's red zone defense trying to get a big stop. They need to get some sort of momentum. Second and goal from the 5-eye formation. The handoff goes to Christ around the right-hand side. Christ avoids a tackle and he gets down to the 1 before he's stopped. Christ averaging 8 yards a carry. But Honolulu right back where they were, just outside the goal line, and the crowd stands, rising to their feet. Third and goal from the 1-3 in the backfield, and they will hand it on. No, they will fake the hand out of the fullback, and Christ scores again. Touchdown, Honolulu. Noel Christ has 2 touchdowns in the opening quarter, and the Legends are up 13. A nifty play call here. The fake to the fullback, and that defensive end just did not take a very good pursuit angle. And this is a really bad start for the Oklahoma City Renegades. 2 possessions, 2 interceptions, and Honolulu 3 possessions, 2 touchdowns, and an interception, and they're an extra point away from going up 14. Is anyone in the chat room surprised at Oklahoma City? I mean, this team, the way they played Baltimore in the preseason, the way that they just manhandled San Francisco in week 1, it's almost like they're this year's Dallas. They just can't get it going here in the middle part of the season. Honolulu is raced out to a 14-0 start, and the Renegades need something going. As OKC gets up to the 33-yard line, pretty good return. OKC needs something right here, right now, down 14. Still a lot of time left in this ball game, but Red Feather and Brewski need to make it happen. I formation with 2 receivers to the top of the screen. 13 on the play clock, and Red Feather will drop to throw. Red Feather looking down the field again, and this time he's got him in. The Legend 48, that's Chris Taylor for an OKC first down. Red Feather again taking a shot deep, trying to stay aggressive against this defense. Had Grayson draped all over him, and what a big catch for Chris Taylor. This ball hawk Honolulu defense includes number 53 Sebastian Brock, an inside linebacker. Corners are number 25 June Fierro and number 26 Koyama Shigeki, gold and silvers respectively, and the bronze free safety is Nathaniel Grayson. The defensive tackle gold star is Larry Henderson, number 99. Hand off to Brewski up the middle, and Brewski fights for 3 yards. Noel Christ owning the first quarter on Brewski, 40 yards and 2 touchdowns. Second down and 7 to the 45. 2 receivers split to either side, and Brewski aligned to the left. Renegades into Honolulu territory. They turn and hand to Brewski. He's got a first down, and pushing the plyo up to the Honolulu 35. First down, Renegades. Very solid drive here for OKC. Just have to continue to take care of the ball as Brock made the stop. First and 10 of the 35. Red Feather goes shotgun for the first time today. Receivers split out wide. Shigeki bottom of the screen. Fierro top of the screen on defense. Red Feather back to throw against Bledson. The pass wide open is caught by Bierme for a Renegade first down to the 9. Big throw from Joseph Red Feather to find the open man through all the white stuff. This is what the Renegades needed at the start of the game. 2 backs in the backfield with a fullback to the left-hand side. A 4-3 look. The yellow line is the goal line. Red Feather back to throw. He's going to swing it out to Brewski. Brewski to the 5, and Brewski is thrown out of bounds at the 4-yard line. Red Feather now 54 pass yards. Walker 63. Both quarterbacks have combined for 3 interceptions. Fierro got his first interception of the season earlier. Nathaniel Grayson picked up interception number 1 as well on the year. Second and goal from the 4-eye formation. Brewski takes the handoff, counter left, and Pete Brewski, he got blocked up at the 5. I thought he had found a hole and was into the end zone. Instead, a loss of 1. Brings up a third and goal for OKC. It's been talked about the Honolulu offense versus the Oklahoma City defense in the red zone, but how does the flip side compare? OKC 7th in the league in the red zone offense, 40% touchdown rate. Honolulu 2nd in the league in stopping, 38% touchdowns allowed. 4 receivers, the toss on third and goal to Brewski, trying to get the corner. Brewski's got the corner for a Renegade touchdown! Touchdown, Renegades! Pete Brewski gets OKC a much-needed score, and we got a ball game here at Snowy Transcorp. OKC on for the extra point. And that kick is good. So after 2 turnovers on their first 2 possessions, the Renegades get on the board. And so far, 3 rushing touchdowns. Noel Kreis now on the season has 6 touchdowns. Brewski now has 8, which is 1 behind the league leader, Zach Parker, with 9. Parker also has the advantage over Brewski in rushing yards. The Intimidators are off this week. Parker 792 rushing yards in 4 games as Honolulu returns the kickoff up to the 27-yard line. 792 yards for Parker, 592 for Brewski, so he would need 200 today to bring himself into a tie with the league leader. 1st and 10 of the 27 for the Legends, and now the Renegades need some defense. Noel Kreis, 6 carries for 40 yards. He has looked like a much improved runner. He's averaging 4 yards a carry so far this season, 97 carries, 392 yards. But has been a good red zone target. Walker back to pass. Walker going to dump it off to Kreis. Over the middle, picks up 4. Brings up a 2nd down and 6. First quarter winding down. If you can make it, I definitely recommend you check out the game of the week tomorrow. San Francisco and Minneapolis, a very intriguing matchup. Between offense and defense. 2nd and 6 from the 31, likely the final play of the quarter. Deep shot is intercepted by Cam Michael. Pass intended for Yuya Aiba, and Walker's thrown 2 picks. First down, Renegades. Cam Michaels stepping up in one-on-one coverage, isolated to the outside, and a beautiful defensive play. And back and forth we go, OKC. Now with the momentum just before the end of the quarter. Ball on their own 43-yard line. What a play from Michael. I formation with 2 receivers split either side. A 4-3 look for the defense. And the handoff goes to Brewski. And Brewski picks up 1, and that's the end of the quarter. End of 1 from Oklahoma City. The Legends gone off to a fast start. The Renegades are responding. 14-7. This is Oklahoma City football on 105.3 FM. Lock it in and shoot the knob off. We'll be back to Transcorp after these messages.
To me, they're like the greatest form of self-expression. And at the center, I'm meeting other people just like me.
I treat patients who come in with the most extreme forms of permanent selfie arm, like Julia here.
We can hail a taxi like that. People think she's always wanting one, so whenever we want one, it's like there.
Multitasking is not just what I do well, it's what I have to do.
She is a guru with the selfie.
We're gonna do a bunch of pictures, quick fire. Pose, pose. The perfect selfie starts with lighting, making sure your background's dynamic. What's in your background? Make it interesting, guys. You wanna have a good angle.
I felt it.
My grandma, she was one of the first people to ever take a selfie.
On avait des appareils énormes, alors je suis devenue très forte. Regardez-vous ça? Voilà.
When it comes down to it, there's nobody better at taking a picture of you than you.
Dell and Intel proudly support learning, doing, and the perfect selfie.
Let's do a brand new day. Let's step away from the bland and let the color fly. Let's get to the one store with more #1 choices and match this or this without using too much of this. Then, let's crack open a can and get to it. Paint? No. Let's do POW. Let's do this. More saving, more doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Glidden Duo starts at a new lower price of $25.46 a gallon.
Let me tell you something you already know. The world ain't all sunshine and rainbows. It will beat you to your knees if you let it. Nobody is gonna hit as hard as life. But it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Xbox One, now starting at $399.
This is the story of the brothers Kavanaugh, who, with their Dell tablets and a host of integrated tools, kept their business cosmically in sync with Intel processors.
Oklahoma City Renegade Football on 105.3 FM is brought to you by Dell. By Xbox. By the Bricktown Brewery, the official watch party location of your Oklahoma City Renegades. And by Lowe's, never stop improving. Start of the second quarter from OKC, and with two backs in the backfield, Pete Brewski will get the carry. A 5-yard gain turns a 2nd and 9 into a 3rd and 4. Oklahoma City trying to carry the momentum over that they got at the end of the first quarter. And let's take a look at the first quarter stats. Pretty even offensively. Oklahoma City actually with the slight edge, 67 passing yards, 3rd down and 4. Brewski's not going to get the first down. Larry Henderson brings him down to the ground. Henderson's second tackle of the day, and OKC will have to punt. Really offensively, as far as the execution for both teams, it's been rather good. As you can see, Honolulu is perfect on 3rd downs. Renegades not too bad, but the quarterbacks are having trouble throwing the football around in the snow. Each team with 2 turnovers, 4 interceptions, 3 by star defenders. Honolulu's 8 first downs in that opening quarter. A pretty good statistic as well, as Honolulu will call for a fair catch at the 12. That was a brilliant punt. That's where Honolulu will take over. This is their 5th possession already in this game. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Oklahoma City's punt just then, the first punt of the game for either team. From the 12, Noel Price takes the carry, buried in the backfield by Morris. Have a seat. I bet that seat less comfortable than that long flight back to Hawaii. Got his butt pounded into a thick coat of snow right there. 2nd and 11 at the 11-yard line, I formation, and Walker goes play action. Walker down the right side. Beautiful job, and what a play! Made at the 30, another interception for OKC. Hit Yuya Iba just as the pass got there, and Jeff Brown at the last second able to take it off the ground and make the play. Back-to-back interceptions for Kevin Walker, and Walker, who last week threw 4, has 3 in the first half. And OKC's at the Legend 30. Man, what a job by a non-star outside linebacker to make a play like that. Red Feather going for the jugular. Inside the 10. 1st and goal down to the 6-yard line. It's Beer Me. 1st down, Renegades. Man, are they clicking now. Oklahoma City woke up. Somebody gave a speech on the sideline. First and goal down to the 6-yard line. Still looking for our first passing touchdown of this game. Receiver either side. 4-3 look. Red Feather. Handoff on a delay to Brewski. Brewski breaks a tackle and then is brought down at the line of scrimmage. 40 yards on 13 carries already in this game. Sims comes up with the stop. Sims, a non-star traveler. Pretty good outside linebacker. Second and goal from the 6. Again, we talk about the red zone struggles for OKC coming into the day. Red Feather, pump fake, swings it out right-hand side, just a little bit too late to Brewski as he ran out of real estate. 3rd down and goal. Man, this is so huge right now for Oklahoma City to turn that interception into a touchdown and make this game even. They've done a tremendous job fighting an early 14-0 lead for Honolulu. Red Feather back to throw on a 3-step drop. He swings it out left-hand side. It's off the hands of the intended receiver. And Oklahoma City lucky that Fierro didn't get his second. And the Legend defense, which they have done so much this season, holds inside the 10. And the Renegades have to kick a field goal. And the Legends preserve their lead. Tough break there for OKC. If he makes that catch, turns the corner, maybe gets pushed forward, that's a touchdown. And the field goal from 22 yards is good for OKC with 9:57 to go in the first half. It's Honolulu 14, Oklahoma City 10. We've had 5 possessions in which a team has scored, and we've had 5 possessions in which a team has thrown an interception. A bonkers first half. Defenses having some fun in the cold. From the 9, Honolulu returns up to only the 28. Mills on the return. So the Legends 2-1, OKC 1-3 by tiebreaker. They're dead last in the league, but just a game and a half out of the final playoff spot with 4 to go. Still a long season left as Christ takes the handoff around the left-hand side, breaks a tackle, and gets to the 40-yard line. Noel Christ now 49 yards, 6.1 yards a carry. He is still carrying the Legends with Kevin Walker struggling right now. Another first down for Honolulu. There's a Renegade there. Somebody got blown up. First down to the 40. 4 wide receivers for Walker in an empty backfield, 3 to the short side left. And nobody in the middle of the field for OKC. Man coverage as Walker drops to pass. Walker on a double moves, throws it down the middle to an open Rex Norton. And Norton has been taking advantage of a rather open middle of the field. In the first half, he's got 4 catches, which leads the Legends 2nd and short. Norton outplaying Tiberius Bovine so far in this game, who does not have a catch. 2nd and inches from midfield, 2 receivers. The handoff goes to Christ. Christ is dropped in the backfield, immediately hit. Almost as soon as he got the ball, Solstead jawing with the Legend offensive line, and it's 3rd and 2. Big defensive play here for the Renegades. Third down, 2 yards to go, and the handoff goes to Christ, and Christ gets around the left-hand side. Christ to the OKC 37 for the first down, and the Renegades nearly had Christ in the backfield and couldn't get him. Cameraman in the way of that shot, so we missed who had an opportunity. Stackhouse eventually made the tackle, down to 8 minutes to go in the first half, and the Legends are on the move again. Honolulu's offense as they hand off to Christ again around the left-hand side. No, Christ has a lot of space. 10-5 touchdown. Honolulu has found their rushing offense in the first half, and they score again. Christ, 3 touchdowns in a quarter and a half, and the Renegades can't stop them. Look at the block by Rex Norton down the field. And nobody there to stop Noel Christ. Christ had 4 touchdowns in his first 3 games. He's got 3 in the first 2 quarters of this one. Now 7 rushing touchdowns for Christ. That puts him up with Zach Parker and Pete Bruschi on the season, and the extra point is good. And the Legends are up 21-10. With Kirkland and Iba struggling to get free, Honolulu using Christ and Norton mainly on that drive. And we still don't have a passing touchdown in this game. Honolulu's offense, 28.7 points per game from the 10. That is 5th best in the league, by the way. OKC on the return, slammed down to the 27. The Legends rushing attack, 136.7 yards per game. That is 3rd best in the league behind Orlando and Oklahoma City, just ahead of New York. But they've got over 100 yards here in the first half. Noel Christ has just been a monster. Christ had 197 yards, a career high in the season opener. Bruschi around the left-hand side says, I can get some stuff done too. Bruschi hit hard at the 42, but it's good enough for a first down for the Renegades. Bruschi, a nice run here around the left-hand side. And Johnny Bearme blew somebody up. That was a vicious block inside. 14 carries for 55 yards now for Pete Bruschi. Bruschi has not been over 4.5 yards a carry since the season opener. 1st and 10 for the 42, handoff Bruschi, left-hand side. Bruschi is out in the open field again. Fierro and Shigeki, Grayson checked that on the tackle after a 9-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 1 for the Renegades. Oklahoma City's next home game is the home finale against the Orlando Intimidators, Saturday, April 4th at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern. Don't miss your last opportunity to see the Oklahoma City Renegades this year in the regular season as Brewski picks up another first down. Get your tickets at the Transcorp box office or online at OKCRenegades.com. And Pete Brewski, this has been his possession. Blake comes up with a big hit. First and 10 of the 39. 4 receivers now with Brewski to the right of Redfeather. Redfeather toss play out to Brewski around the left-hand side. Stops, breaks a tackle, and is pushed down at the 32. A 7-yard pickup for Pete Brewski, and Oklahoma City has just decided to run it down the throat of the Legend defense. Honolulu's run defense gives up 115.7 yards per game. That is 5th best in the league. So not necessarily great. Handoff to Brewski again up the middle. Picks up only 1 yard that time. Brock on the tackle, 82 yards now for Pete Brewski to go along with that touchdown that ended a 14-0 spurt from Honolulu early in that first quarter. Third down and 2 at the 30. 4-3 defense. All the defenders on your screen. Redfeather changing the play. He's going to drop to throw. Redfeather swings it outside. Pass caught. First down to the 22. I believe Chris Taylor on the outside. It was for a first down. Renegades. Very good play calling on this drive from OKC. Mixing it up. Just outside the red zone for the Renegades, down 11. But we're down by 14 earlier in this contest. Out of the shotgun, Redfeather will hand it off on a delay to Brewski, and Brewski is dropped, a loss of 1. Another tackle for Sims brings up 2nd and 11. Did you notice San Antonio Corky's voice on our gold logo intro earlier today? He did a great job. He's a YouTube partner of ours. And check out his channel. It'll scroll along the bottom of your screen as we roll through the YouTube partners all day long, every game right here on the SFL Network on Twitch. As that pass is tipped around, Bovine was the intended receiver, but Sebastian Brock had his name written all over that play, and Redfeather gets away with one there. Brock had 2 chances at it and couldn't bring it in. 3rd and long now for OKC. Brock reaches up with one hand. Shigeki nearly made the play, but a teammate got in the way. Renegades are 1-1 at Transcorp. Last time they were here, they got embarrassed by Minneapolis 62-31 in a game that just didn't feel like Renegade football. 3rd and long from the 23. Redfeather needs a big play, and he's going deep to the end zone, and it is overthrown. He had an open man. Bierme was open, and Redfeather overshot him. That would have been a touchdown if he would have put it on the money. Bierme makes a great play to get open, but once again, Honolulu forces OKC to bring the field goal unit out, and the Renegades will try to make it a 1-score game. The field goal for OKC is good from 39 yards out. So at least the Renegades are getting some points when they get down the field. Mark Blake had to field a high snap and did a pretty good job with that. Dan Stevens and Peter O'Keefe coming up with your first half highlights, stats, and analysis from the SFL studios in San Antonio, Texas, along the 2K Sports Halftime Report. It is cold as ice in San Antonio as well. Had some ice overnight. South getting pummeled by the winter with just a couple weeks left before we turn the calendar to spring. From the 10-yard line, Honolulu on the return, protecting an 8-point lead, and they shove off a Renegade defender and gets up to the 27-yard line. Mills angry about something. Maybe the wife had to have him take out the trash in this weather. Who knows? Although they never have this type of weather in Honolulu. And the Legends, for the most part, dealing with the elements they're not used to, have played a good first half. Noel Christ on the carry around the right-hand side, and that's good to see. No gain. Christ, I said he had 100 yards earlier. I was wrong. 99 yards in this first half, 2nd and 10. On pace for a new career high, unless the Renegades can pin their ears back and start playing. 2nd down and 10 from the 27. 3 receivers. I formation as Walker will hand it off to Christ around the left-hand side. Christ makes a man miss in the open field. Christ to the 43. The ankles are broken back at the 35-yard line. Who was that? Noel Christ just flat embarrassed him on the outside. That was Cam Michael. Oh, man. That was really ugly. First down, and Christ is over 100 yards. First and 10 of the 43, handoff to Christ, and Christ picks up 4 to bring up a 2nd down and 6.
3 on the play. Green credited with the tackle. Let's go! 2nd and 6.
Second and 6, Walker back to throw. His pass up the middle of the field is caught. That's a first down to the Renegade 44-yard line, and Honolulu's offense is on the move again.
First down, Legends.
The Oklahoma City Renegades locked in another close battle. We'll break down their close games when we come back from station identification, as Honolulu is not going to get this playoff. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification along the Renegade Radio Network. This is the home of Renegades, 105.3 FM. Lock it in and shoot the knob off, Oklahoma City. I formation from the 44-yard line of the Renegades. Walker will hand it off to Christ up the middle, and Christ is damaged at the 43, a 1-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd down and 9, and you know the Legends would be content in being the last team to have the football. Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Honolulu will get the ball to start the second half, I believe, unless I have that backwards. But I do, no, Honolulu will get the ball. OKC went 3 and out on their first possession. Hand off to Christ, and Christ has another lane. An 8-yard pickup, 3rd down and 1, just outside of field goal range. That clock is ticking, down to 1:20 to go. Honolulu seems just fine with running it out. Oklahoma City needs to keep the Legends out of field goal range right here. 3 wide receivers with Christ to the left of Walker, who's changing the play with a 4-2-5 defensive setup. Walker back to throw. He's going to swing it outside. Christ makes a one-hand grab, but he stepped out of bounds. And I honestly do not think he knew where the out-of-bounds line was. It's so snowy over there that he couldn't tell, and he stepped out of bounds, which stopped the clock. Christ had his back to the out-of-bounds line on 4th and 2. Honolulu is going to attempt a 53-yard field goal. Only 1 non-star kicker in the history of the SFL has made a field goal beyond 50 yards. This would be a new record for a non-star kicker from 53 yards away. Honolulu's kick nearly blocked. is no good. Missed off to the right side, and the Renegades have a chance to strike before the end of the first half. Interesting decision by Honolulu. You're going to get the ball to start the second half. Your defense holding him out of the red zone and in the snow too. First and 10 of the 43. And out of the I formation, Red Feather swings it outside. Brewski's got a lane, but he did not go out of bounds. Second and 1, all 3 timeouts for OKC. They're choosing to keep him in their pocket. Probably until they get the first down here. I formation, the off goes to Brewski, and Brewski's got to get the first down. He didn't do it. And the Renegades have to burn a timeout. Henderson stays in the play to make the stop on the outside, 3rd and short for Brewski. "35 seconds left, 2 timeouts for OKC, but first and foremost, they got to get the first down here. Red Feather's going to throw. Red Feather looking, all kinds of time over the middle, pass caught, and ready to run into scoring position, down to the legend 28. Chris Taylor finds room in front of him. Red Feather patient in the pocket, and Sebastian Brock just over pursued. And that play really hurts the Legends. How big would it be for the Renegades to get a touchdown? First and 10 of the 28. OKC in the last 2 weeks had a 7-point lead heading into the fourth quarter. They allowed the last 14 points of the game and lost both games by a touchdown. First and 10 of the 28. Red Feather down the field. It's picked off. He threw it in double coverage and had a man wide open down the middle of the field. That is Koyama Shigeki with the pick, and it is Red Feather's 3rd of the day. Each quarterback with 3 in the first half. First down for Honolulu at the 24, and since they get the football to start the second half, I would suspect that they will just sit on this one. 3 backs in the backfield. Oklahoma City cannot give up anything here. Walker will hand it off to Kreis, and Kreis is stuffed. No gain. And that should be the final play of the first half. Honolulu may get a play off. Dan and Peter will have that call. Honolulu 21, Oklahoma City 13. The 2K Sports Halftime Report is next. This is Renegade Radio on the SFL Network on Twitch.
Dan, they had it all locked up there.
That will bring up second down. Second down, and the clock is now at 7. And that'll do it for the first half of this one. The Legends are out in front, 21-13.
Well, Dan, what do you say? You ready to dive into the 2K Sports Halftime Show?
Well, here's a look at our halftime stats, and as you can see, it paints a pretty clear picture. The Legends should be way ahead on the scoreboard, but somehow they've let their opponents hang in there with them. Let's see if they can change things in the second half. Let's get started in this one early in the first quarter. Lane was in the right place at the right time, as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. Early in the first quarter, number 36 shows some great awareness here as he gets himself into position to pick this one off. Still early in the first, number 33 bounces this one to the outside, and he's got some room to maneuver out there. They get the first score and go up by 7. The Renegades, on defense, number 25 is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. The Renegades back 7-0. Number 33 got the carry here, and he comes through. Touchdown for the visitors. The Legends move ahead by 14. The Renegades come right back, all at the 6. Number 34 was able to make things pay off on the ground. A 5-yard touchdown for the home team. Still late in the first, the Legends out in front by 7. Number 24 was in the right place at the right time as his interception was a possible momentum shifter. The Legends now in the second quarter. Brown is reading the quarterback's eyes all the way, and he's able to get his hands on this one and picks it off. The Legends winning 14-7. Number 33 is going to show a little athleticism here as he finds an opening, and then he's off to the races. A 36-yard touchdown for the visitors. The Legends move ahead by 11. The Renegades, middle of the second, number 34 would get up ahead of steam, and then it was clear sailing from here. That set up a 40-yard field goal. Late into the second quarter, the Legends leading by 8. Number 33 would get the carry here. Good blocking up front, and it helped to spring up. The Renegades, still late in the half, number 26 would come up with the big play to kill a drive as he was able to step in front of a wayward pass for an INT. And that's how we'll round this one out. The Renegades are down but still in it, 21-13.
Excellent job, Dan.
The Legends will receive to start the second half, and they currently enjoy a small lead, 21-13. Let's go down to the field.
Halftime in Oklahoma City, a chilly Oklahoma City, 21-13. Honolulu up by 8. The Legends get the ball to start the second half. This is Renegade Radio.
We really enjoy live music. It's been a big part of what the Bricktown Brewery has been for a long, long time. From major bands and major acts to really talented individuals who know how to play guitar and sing good songs you know by heart or songs that they've created themselves. Some of the really big acts we've had that have been a lot of fun, we've done some outdoor concerts and some really big indoor concerts. Outdoors, we were able to get Big Head Todd and the Monsters with the Dave Matthews Band back early enough to when Dave Matthews Band was actually opening up for Big Head Todd and the Monsters. That was a great show. We had the Doobie Brothers that played here to a packed out parking lot. We had the Smithereens that played here, Collective Soul with the #1 hit in the country. It was #3 when they played here and the place just went unglued. The Smithereens I mentioned, some good country artists, David Allan Coe, Django, Jerry Jeff Walker. You know, we've been fortunate. Huey Lewis and the News. We've had Uncle Kracker played here. Some fun bands, Dred Zeppelin. Rick Springfield played. We also had live. Many huge bands have come through here and local bands. And we became known as the place for live music for a good 12, 13 years in Oklahoma City. Live music has been our backbone. We've had a lot of fun with it. We've had things from cellists come in here to play, and we've even had some of the classic guys like Cheap Trick was a group that played here. Eddie Money played here twice. You know, it's been a lot of fun. Lisa Loeb played here once. I got to meet her. That was kind of a neat experience. It's been great to be a part of national music as much as local music, and we hope to have those opportunities come our way again.
Receive the second half kickoff. Honolulu at the 30-yard line to start the second half. Not a great half for the Renegades, but they are holding their own, down 8, need some defense. And the handoff goes no gain to Christ. Good start for OKC. It's changed my luck day, or changed the Renegade luck day, as OKC has fallen on some hard times, 3 straight losses. As mentioned earlier, if you wore your shirt inside out or turned your cap backwards as you entered into the stadium, got half off some great stuff here at Transcorp, as that run is no gain to Christ. So Noel Christ back-to-back 0-yard runs to start the third quarter, and it's 3rd and 10. At over 100 yards and 3 touchdowns. In that first half, and Walker's got to go empty backfield, 4 receivers on a 3rd down and 10, needing the 39.5-yard line for a first down. Walker's in trouble. His pass is dropped in the open field, but it would have been short of the first down anyway. Pressure on Walker, who's been sacked twice in this game, and Honolulu starts the second half 3 and out, no yards on 3 plays. And this is Oklahoma City's chance to capitalize. Renegades at one point down 14-0, had a chance to tie it up at 14, but ended up having to kick a field goal. Honolulu punts it away to the 33-yard line, up to the 34 is where the Renegades will start their first possession of the second half. Fun fact for the CAG guys who might not know this, but this matchup was the first matchup in league history. This was the first preseason game ever played in the SFL, as Kailua and Oklahoma City went toe-to-toe. I believe the final was 37-17, and if I remember correctly, the only blocked punt in league history happened the very first game that we were on the air, as Pete Bruschi picks up 4 yards. It was certainly an incredible night, an incredible ball game, as you look at the running back numbers there, 2nd and 6. More memories to come. We enter into our 5th season this summer. SFL 5 will have a special logo commemorating that achievement. SFL 5 is going to be one to remember, no doubt about that. 2nd and 6 over 39 as Redfeather throws. That pass is caught short of the markers, a 4-yard gain, and if that's Bovine, which it's not, that would have been his first catch of the game. Bovine has been silenced, which is pretty shocking considering that just a couple of weeks ago, Bovine had 12 catches for 238 yards, had only 5 catches for 50 yards last week. 3rd down and 2. They fake the handoff to Bruschi. The blitz comes to the right-hand side, and Redfeather finds Bruschi on the check down for a Renegade first down. Nice play from Redfeather. Easily could have panicked. Had 3 guys bearing down on his right side and got it away just in time. 1st and 10, 3 yards shy of the 50. Three receivers and 2 backs in the backfield, and the handoff goes to Bruschi around the left-hand side. Had 1 guy to beat, man. He would have been gone. Fierro saves the touchdown, a loss of 1, brings up 2nd and 11. CasualAdultGamers.com is an official partner of the Simulation Football League. Season 37 over there is nearly concluded, with the playoffs winding down in a crucial week coming up. To follow all the action of the current season and to even check some games out live online on Twitch, visit CasualAdultGamers.com for more information. The #1 All-Pro online be online experience on the Xbox 360. 3rd down and 10 now. Oklahoma City is stuck in a 3rd and long situation, which they haven't had many of this afternoon. 3rd and 10, 4 receivers. Red Feather back to throw. Red Feather's looking. Red Feather's going deep to the right-hand side. It is picked off again at the 30 and return past midfield, past the 45, down to the 42-yard line. Koyama Shigeki's 2nd and Red Feather's 4th. First down, Honolulu. The Renegades just can't get it right. And all of these interceptions are coming in one-on-one coverage. It's one-on-one coverage down the field. Well, not all of Red Feather's. All of Walker's have been like that. But Red Feather that time, a jump ball to Chris Taylor, and it just doesn't go the way of the Renegade. First down, Honolulu after the long return from Shigeki, as Walker will drop to throw. And Walker fires down the middle, and that pass is caught for a first down at the 31-yard line. 7 turnovers combined in this game. Iba on that last catch. And for Red Feather, as mentioned, the first 7 quarters in OKC threw just 1 interception. The last 3 games, the last 12 quarters, he's thrown 9 interceptions. And the 4 interceptions is a season high, which is not good. 1st and 10 at the 31, and Walker's changing the play. Handoff will go to Christ around the right-hand side. Picks up a block on the outside. An 8-yard gain up to the Renegade 24. Solid blocking there by the Legends, and OKC is going to have to come away with something if they don't want to give up points. The Renegades have been chasing the Legends all day. And the Legends corners, the most talented corners in the league, and arguably on paper the most talented secondary in the league. They have a gold, silver, and a bronze in the secondary. Renegades have a silver and 2 bronzes. Minneapolis has 2 silvers and a bronze. New York has a silver and 2 bronze. So, I mean, there are other teams with talented secondaries. But as Oklahoma City jumps offside, this is a free play, and the pass is incomplete. But it's going to be a first down. First penalty of the game. The Renegades jumped offside, and OKC just continues to make costly mistakes in this one.
Neutral zone infraction, number 97, deep 5-yard penalty, first down.
First down despite the incompletion. But Fierro and Shigeki have combined, and Grayson have combined for all 4 interceptions today on Joseph Redfeather. For Shigeki coming into the day, he also, as Christ takes the carry for 1 yard, he also did not have an interception. And it's shocking with, as you look at Christ's numbers, Savage on the tackle, it's shocking that Shigeki, Grayson, and Fierro coming into the day, despite Honolulu being 3-1, none of them had interceptions on the season. And they all have interceptions today. Walker's pass down the middle, it's picked at the 5-yard line. OKC returns to the 21. Defenses stepping up. Unbelievable. Cam Michaels 2nd. Pass intended for Iba. And the Renegades are back with the football. Unbelievable. Wow. Absolutely crazy. So again, Walker throws an interception. 2nd straight week, Walker's thrown 4. Brewski takes the handoff and then runs into the 350-pound Henderson and gets slapped backwards to the 24. A 3-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 7. Man, I don't know if we've ever, I think there was one other game in league history where the 2 quarterbacks just weren't getting it done, but 4 interceptions each. and we're still in an 8-point game. Same score as we had at halftime, as Redfeather will toss it out to Brewski, and Brewski did well to get a yard out of that, but not much room to run. Jones on the tackle brings up 3rd and 6. Clock ticking, under 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. 4 receivers set. Redfeather drops to pass. Deep drop back. Redfeather fires right hand side. Caught, first down. Left hand side, pardon. Didn't know my directions. I thought there for a moment the Legends were going to pick that off because I thought it was a Honolulu player to the outside, but it was actually Brewski who broke out into the flat. Big throw from Redfeather. First down, Renegades. These two owners must be holding their breath every time one of their quarterbacks throws a pass. 3 wide receivers, 2 in the backfield, hand off to Brewski on a counter. Brewski has a lane inside, a 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 6. Under 5 minutes to go. OKC down 8. They have trailed this entire game. Another close one. 2 in the backfield, hand off Brewski. Right hand side, and there's not much there. Again, Sims coming up the right middle of that offensive front to make the stop. 3rd down again for the Renegades. Big 3rd down here. Turnovers and points off turnovers are going to be key in the final stat sheet. 3rd and 5. 2 in the backfield. Taylor out of the screen. They're going to hand it off to Brewski, and Brewski is stopped in the backfield. Fierro shoves him down at the 36 in Oklahoma City again. Will have to punt following a big defensive play as the offense continues to struggle. The Legend defense, time and time again, particularly in this third quarter, coming up huge. Again, we want to remind everyone that a SFL Sunday football doubleheader comes your way tomorrow on the SFL Network on Twitch at 3 o'clock. The Cleveland Vipers host the New York Knights. At 6 o'clock, it's the SFL game of the week. The 4-0 Minneapolis Maulers host the 2-1 San Francisco Bulldogs on Dog at the Park Day, where dog owners can bring their pups to sit with them in the stands, but not Bulldogs. No Bulldogs allowed. 1st and 10 at the 30. 4 receivers, 3 to the short right-hand side as Walker drops to throw. He's going deep. The pass is caught at the Honolulu 45. You look at the abysmal numbers. Rex Norton, another catch. You look at the abysmal numbers of the 2 quarterbacks today. A guy that's had a good day is Rex Norton, however, as Tank Savage thought Norton was streaking up the field. Instead, Norton stops and makes the catch. 1st and 10 of the 45. 3 receivers. Walker out of the shotgun will throw. Walker swings it out to Christ. Christ is in trouble. Tried to reverse field and lost 3 yards. Brings up a 2nd and long for the Legends. And while both defenses were good in the first half, they have really tightened up here in the third quarter. Defense as a whole around the league has tightened up after the last few weeks. Or after the first few weeks of the league, it was just all about the offense. Walker down the middle and a great tackle to save a 1st down from Billy Joe Casper. Big tight end down the field making the catch for 11 yards. 3rd down and 2. Like the league on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, subscribe to our YouTube and Twitch channels, all at /SimulationFL. The Simulation Football League lives on social media. 3rd down and 2 as Walker drops to throw. Pump fake, now down the middle, and it's off the hands of the receiver, and it's picked off at the 42. Walker's 5th of the day. This time it wasn't his fault. as I believe Norton dropped it, and Casper makes the play. I tell you what, the only explanation I have is that football must be really slippery out there. The Renegade defense again steps up with a big play. A sloppy, ugly game here at Transcorp Stadium. Still the same score we had at the half. Brewski takes the carry and can't get anywhere. And what's happened is the run defense has tightened for both teams. So both teams are having to throw more, and the pass defense was already above par. And you're looking at two good secondaries. In Oklahoma City, their secondary has had so much trouble this year. Red Feather is decked at the 37. Oh man, one of the hardest hitting sacks of the season. Folded him up like a trash compactor from the 37. 3rd and 16 now for OKC. Four receivers, Red Feather on a 3rd and long, deep to the right-hand side, caught! 30, 20, 10, touchdown Renegades! What a throw from Joseph Red Feather! Nighty-night, Shigeki! OKC with a huge play with a minute to go! Oh man, that was that Fierro on the outside? No, that was Green. Shigeki got burned, and then Green got burned. What a throw after all of the struggles today by both of the quarterbacks. Red Feather finds a man. And OKC will go for 2. This is the same exact score we had in the Baltimore-Cleveland game, except it was later in the 4th quarter. Cleveland couldn't get the 2. They ended up losing by 2. Red Feather will hand to Brewski, and Brewski will get it! Breaking tackles! We're tied at 21! Wow. Honolulu had him in the backfield. Couldn't bring him down. Shigeki again goes flying. Unbelievable. From the 7, Honolulu on the return. Honolulu still on their feet up to the 29. Man, I can't believe OKC Renegades did not just go berserk in the chat room. $21 even. It's up to the Legends offense to respond. Noel Christ has been very quiet here in the 3rd quarter. We'll start the drive with a run to Christ, and he is buried at the 30. A 1-yard pickup. Christ only has, what, maybe 2 yards of rushing here in the 3rd quarter? He has been locked down. OKC ties the game for the first time after trailing 14-0 by converting the 2-point conversion on a Brewski run. I formation with Iba to the bottom of the screen, and Walker will drop to throw. Looking Iba's direction, the pass is incomplete. Ruled him out of bounds, 3rd down. Can OKC finally get over the hump in the 4th quarter? 3rd and 9 at the 30 is the 3rd. Comes to a close. Walker out of the shotgun with 4 receivers. 2 split out wide either side. Ball in the left hash mark with 4 down linemen. And they rush 4 and they fake the handoff to Christ. Walker hit as he threw a wobbly pass, and it's overthrown and incomplete. 4th down and 9. Renegade defense, another stop. Could this be the game? Could this be the quarter that turns around the Renegade season? Absolutely stunning. Honolulu to punt it away. OKC on the return to the Renegade 36. And for the first time in this game, Oklahoma City has the football with a chance to take the lead. On a beautiful pass from Red Feather to Chris Taylor on the last drive to ignite this fan base. 4 receivers out of the shotgun for Joseph. Can he get hot? It's down to 6 on the play clock. Better get the play off. Red Feather finally snaps it. Took a sweet time as Brewski bounces off a tackler and picks up a first down to the 47. End of 3 here at Transcorp. Honolulu 21, OKC 21. This is Renegade Radio. Lock it in. Shoot the knob off.
Let's unplug the past. Let's say goodbye to those. And hello to whoa. Let's find a better way to cook this. Wash that. Compare those and save these. Because you can make dinner. Or you can make dinner a breeze. Are you ready? Let's do this. More saving. More doing. That's the power of the Home Depot. Right now, this Whirlpool washer dryer, just $3.49 each.
Lowe's presents How to Make It Quiet by Being Loud.
Come to Lowe's and save 5% every day with your Lowe's Consumer Credit Card.
Hey, buddy. What you doing?
I'm sleeping. Who are you?
I'm your football self, and you're jeopardizing my very existence.
What? But it's so...
Because if you don't go to Lowe's and get your to-do list done today, then guess what you're going to be doing during the game on Sunday?
Go me!
Lowe's, never stop improving.
Multimedia enthusiasts will love the Inspiron 17 7000 series. This system packs a lot of horsepower, like an optional Core i7 processor, up to 16 gigabytes of RAM, and an optional dedicated graphics card. It has the performance of a desktop, the screen size of a desktop setup, but with the portability of a notebook. It offers a huge 17-inch display with an optional edge-to-edge touch full HD screen, which gives you really crisp, clear, high resolution. It has forged aluminum materials in the chassis, diamond-cut bezels. From an aesthetic standpoint, it's a really beautiful platform. The Inspiron 17 7000 series comes standard with a backlit keyboard. If you find yourself in low light level conditions, a backlit keyboard is a must. It also has a precision touchpad, so your click points are extremely precise, your gesturing is extremely precise. Highlighting or grabbing items using the touchpad is a really fluid experience. The Inspiron 17 7000 series is an exceptional desktop replacement. Its large 17-inch display, sturdy and elegant design, and powerful performance make for an unmatched user experience.
Oklahoma City Renegade football on 105.3 FM is brought to you by Sam's Club, savings made simple. By Target, expect more, pay less. By Savage Arms, the definition of accuracy. And by the Home Depot, let's do this. of twists and turns has finally come to the final 13 minutes. The Renegades have not led in the ball game, but they have erased a 14-0 deficit off of an improbable interception from Casper and then a brilliant pass from Redfeather. Brewski to the outside on the right, could not pick up a block and gets no gain. Redfeather's pass to Taylor plus the 2-point conversion to Brewski were the only points of that third quarter, and let's check the stats after the end of 3. Both teams still under 300 yards of offense, but the big stat there is Honolulu's rushing yards. They got next to nothing in the third quarter after killing OKC in the first half. Brewski has started to take over the ball game as he picks up 7 yards into Honolulu territory, 3rd down and 3. Combined 9 turnovers in this game, and despite the 4 picks, Redfeather's rating still not half bad. The Renegades have faced 13 third downs now, 14 third downs on this play on a 3rd down and 3. 3 receivers onto the right-hand side. Redfeather looks that direction. The pass is, oh, they said he was out of bounds. He looked into me. The pass for Bierme ruled incomplete. It's 4th down, and maybe we see a challenge. We are going to see a challenge.
The Renegades are challenging.
This could be for a 1st down for Oklahoma City. As Bierme, he's in. He got both feet in. Terrible initial call by the officials. That's got to be a 1st down.
After review, the pass has been ruled complete. The catch was made prior to going out of bounds. The Renegades will not be charged with a timeout. 1st down.
That's a 1st down, OKC, after the successful challenge. And the Renegades keep their drive alive. First down to the Honolulu 41. Tie ball game at 21, a 4-3 look. For the Legend defense showing an outside blitz, they come with 5, and Brewski hurdles a defender and picks up 7 up to the Honolulu 35-yard line. He's approaching Noel Kreis's first half numbers. 2nd and 3. Nearly into scoring position now for the Renegades. Down 14-0, then down 21-10. They've scored the last 11 points. 5 interceptions for Walker, 4 for Redfeather. 2nd and 3. Split backs to the backfield, handoff Brewski, and nothing there. Tackle the line of scrimmage, I believe that was Brock again coming up on the inside. You see the running back numbers. Brewski 3.3 yards a carry. Still struggling to get those yards. Mentioned earlier he has been under 4.5 yards a carry since the season opener during the 3-game losing streak, and then here again today. 3rd and 3, 11 minutes now, as the clock continues to roll on the first game of week number 6. Redfeather will swing it outside. Brewski's got open field, 1st down. And Brewski tackled by Fierro, but ahead of the sticks. 1st down, Renegades to the 29. Another big throw from Joseph Redfeather to keep the drive alive. And Oklahoma City at this point, they've just got to take care of the ball. Just don't give it back without getting points on the board. 2 for 2 on field goals today as well. And off to Brewski. Brewski's got a lane up the middle. Brewski off the tackle. Still going. Brewski to the 12. 1st down, Renegades. He's putting a team on his back. Watch this array of moves from Brewski to get out of the tackle from Grayson and then to cut up field the opposite direction of where he was originally going to go. Fierro saved the touchdown. Under 10 to play, 1st down, OKC at the 12, tie game. 2 backs, 1 to either side, or 2 receivers, 1 to either side, pardon. Hand off Brewski up the middle, now to the left-hand side. Brewski past the 10, and dragging defenders to the 7. 132 yards on now 35 carries. Bruschi has been a busy back today. Bruschi had 159 yards on 38 carries last week. This is the 4th game in 5 games that he's had at least 35 carries. 2nd and 5 from the 7. Red Feather back to throw. Red Feather chucks it down off the hands of the intended receiver. Fierro nearly had another one. Catch the ball. 3rd and 5. Another break for the Legends. Again, shout out to those in the chat today. Aminda Lotha, B Dubbers, Darth Destro MD, MIKELFC 94, MY Knights, OKC Renegades, Ramos Lynn, Sanford 010, TJ Kagan, Spell T, Paternity, Next Factor 56, Red for the back to throw on 3rd down and 5. And a man open! Catch the ball! They dropped another one. It's 4th down. Oh man, it just wide open at the 1 yard line. If he doesn't score, he at least gets the 1st down. Another break for Honolulu as OKC will have to kick the field goal. This is a back and forth, gut-wrenching game for both sides, especially for OKC, who is at risk of falling to 1-4 with a loss in the 8-game season. The field goal from 24 yards out would be the first lead of the day. And it's blocked! Blocked by Honolulu! You've got to be kidding me! The Legends take over on a blocked field goal and we're still tied. This is simulation football at its finest. I have never seen in all my... This is one of the craziest games. I can't say it's been the craziest in league history over the last 2.5 years, but this game is truly a special one. Not for OKC on that last play. The blocked field goal sets the Legends up at the 12. Hand off to Christ, got nothing. Actually lost a yard. Bad snap. Low snap on the kick. Help us on our quest to 100 Twitch followers. Follow the channel if you already haven't done so. We have games every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, or most Saturdays, Sundays, and Mondays. Twice a year, we have an 8-game season. And it'll be bigger and better next year in SFL 5. It's 3rd and 11 after Walker nearly threw the game away. 3rd down, a tie game. Let's all recompose ourselves. 3 receivers, 2 backs in the backfield, and the play-action pass for Walker is going to go down the right-hand side. It is off the hands of the intended receiver, and Savage makes the play. The Renegades get another stop, and Honolulu's offense in the second half has been non-existent. Kevin Lane, who has an interception already in this game with the pass, defended. There is nothing better than an all-pro football 2K8 simulation football game. It amazes me every time we turn the game on. 4th down and 11, and Honolulu kicks it away. From the 50. No room to return there for Oklahoma City, but still tremendous field position on the Honolulu side of midfield. Internet connection's a little loopy at the moment. But we're doing all right. 1st and 10 of the 49. Counterplay to Bruschi. Got 2. Bruschi's got to be getting pretty tired. Had 42 carries in the opener, but once you start getting past 40, you really start to run out of steam. We've seen that in this league time and time again. Under 8 minutes to go. Honolulu has not scored a point here in the second half. 2 receivers. Hand off to Brewski. Brewski, some space. 4-yard gain, going to bring up third down. And Oklahoma City is nearing 20 third down attempts in this game. Honolulu has certainly made them earn it. Having some internet difficulties. Trying to wait for it to sort out. Our bit rate is jumping all over the place. We apologize for that. You know, we have it set at 2,000, and it's, you know, it randomly is shuffling from 1,000 to 2,700, which is just not the settings. So I'm trying to let it all play out. We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. This is the Renegade Football Radio Network. Drop frames again. Once again, we apologize. Not much I can do right now about my fluctuating internet speed. But we're back. Third down and 4. Red Feather down the field. Got a man. Oh, what a catch at the 25! Bierme, the rookie, holds on. Took a big shot. First down, Renegades. Bierme across the middle gets leveled. Couldn't tell who made the tackle, but what a job by Bierme to hold on. First and 10 at the 25-yard line. Hand off to Brewski, and Brewski only picks up 2, averaging 3.7 yards a carry. Sims on the tackle again. Second down and 8. Ball at the 23. Red Feather back to throw. Red Feather's pass nearly picked. You've got to get points. Don't take chances. With the way the Renegade defense is playing, somebody just get a field goal. And I apologize. We are continuing to have fluctuating internet, which is giving us drop frames. I need to know from people in the chat room if you've been experiencing drop frames or lag or anything on your end. I need to know so I can either reset the connection or I can continue. It's just not sticking to my settings. Bitrate is 2,000 and it's going from 1000 to 1,000 to 3,000. Everything's good? Okay. All right. Sorry. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. Third down and 8 at the Honolulu 23-yard line. Red Feather turns and hands off to Brewski. And that was just a safe play right there from OKC. They wanted the points. It was a 3rd down and 8, did not want to force a football. So OKC just turns and hands off on a trap, and they'll try the field goal again. We're going to reset the internet. We'll be back. I am so sorry with this dramatic finish that we have not had a stable internet connection. We'll try to get it reset, and we'll be right back.